What's up, Ace family, and welcome to another top 5 video. We all have fallen in love with Skyrim at one point or another, but there are parts to Skyrim that might scare most of us. We all have done dungeon diving, fought dragons and fight creatures that would put fear into a lot of the inhabitants of Skyrim, but there are 5 instances where Bethesda just might have gone a bit too far. From necrophilia and spectrophilia to the murder of a family. Here is the ranked list. At number 5 we have Blood on the Ice. When entering Windhelm, you will come across a woman's body found on a grave. On closer inspection, you will find out that there is a serial killer in Windhelm that is killing young women. The guard will ask you to help with the investigation of the murders. After your investigations, you will come across the house called Skyrim that belonged to Frigga Shattershield, who was killed by the butcher. You will be able to get the key from her mother, Tova Shattershield. Once you entered the building, you will be met by an eerie mist and an empty building. Inside the house you will find a cupboard with a trapdoor behind it. Once opened, you will come across human remains and a table with magical symbols on it, with the journal of the killer. In the journal, the butcher explains that he needs bone, flesh and blood to perform his rituals. Here is what makes this creepy. The butcher killed these women to practice his necromancy. If you read all 3 of the journals you will find out that the butcher is doing all this to bring Lucilla back to life. Lucilla is Calixto Corium's sister that was working with him at the House of Curiosities. Even though Calixto Corium is doing this to bring back his sister, murder is still murder. The 4th position goes to Marazai Pond. Marazai Pond is located southwest of Windhelm. Center of the pond is a small island. Next to the island, there is a boat and a lantern on a tree. Everything looks normal on the outside, but on closer inspection you will find a small hatch on the ground. If you enter this little hatch, you will enter a small little cave with 2 vampires inside. After killing them and inspecting the cave, you will find a smuggler dead on the ground, a vigilant of Stender in a cage and bones inside a wooden crate. The moment you read the journal of the smuggler, you will start to realize the grim situation of the cave. The smuggler's work got a lot harder with the start of the Civil War in Skyrim. He was approached by a guy who gave him work with the condition that he doesn't ask any questions. He broke the rule and opened the crates that he was smuggling. Turns out he was smuggling bodies. If you use your detective work, you will come to the conclusion that the smuggler was smuggling bodies for vampires. The bodies was smuggled that vampires have something to eat. This still leaves a lot of questions. Why is there a vigilant of Stender? Was it a case of wrong place at the wrong time? Where do they get the bodies? Are they grave digging to get them, or are they killing the people? If you have any answers, let me know in the comment section. Before we hit the top 3, if you like the video, why not murder the like and subscribe button, like Calixto murdered all those women. It takes me hours to edit and research all the topics in the videos. Enough of that, let's get back to the video. In the 3rd position we have FROSTFLOW Lighthouse. FROSTFLOW Lighthouse is located east of Dawnstar. When stopping at the lighthouse, you will find a dead horse outside. When entering the lighthouse, you will be greeted with a red guard woman on the ground, with a farmer axe stuck inside her stomach, and a chorus body with an axe next to it. The story behind this place is one of the most tragic in my opinion. Hab and Ramadi, a red guard couple, really loved Skyrim, so they decided to move to there. Unfortunately, their children didn't want to go. When they got to Skyrim, they saw the lighthouse and immediately dreamed about owning it. After purchasing the lighthouse, they moved in, and immediately Sudi started hearing noises in the basement. Thinking it is skeevers, Hab went to the store to pick up traps. When he returned, he found his wife dead on the floor and his children missing. Hab went down in the basement to find out what killed his wife and was captured and killed. At the end of the FROSTFLOW Abyss you will have to face a few Chorus and a Chorus Reaper. Once you have defeated the Chorus Reaper you will be able to pick up Hab's remains. If you grant Hab his last wish and take his remains to the top of the lighthouse, you will get a special power called Sailor's Repose, which grants you a permanent plus 10% health when healing. 2nd position goes to the Taste of Death. When entering the Understone Keep, you will find Verilus talking about the Hall of the Dead being closed until further notice. You will tell Verilus that you will investigate the reason for bodies being defiled. Once entered, Eola will start talking about, eating specific type of flesh. She will ask that you clear out Reachcliff Cave of all Draugr. Once cleared out, Yola will enter and tell you that they want to prepare a feast to celebrate the victory. This is where the quest takes a turn for the worst. Yola will ask you to bring Verilus to Reachcliff Cave for the feast. The thing is that Verilus is not going to be there for the meal. He is the meal. Once you return with Verilus, you will be asked to kill him and take a bite. After you become a cannibal, you will get a ring called Ring of Namura. If the ring is worn, you will gain 50 points of stamina, and when you eat, you will gain an increase in health and health regeneration. Obviously, this is really creepy and weird. Thanks Todd Howard for nearly giving most of us nightmares as kids and young adults. The creepiest thing found in Skyrim can be found in the cave of YNGVILD. YNGVILD cave can be found east of Dawnstar. The reason why this one is at the top of the list is because this one has crossed the line. In the cave of YNGVILD you will find a necromancer by the name Rondel. We already covered a necromancer in the beginning of the video. What makes Eredil the worst necromancer in all of Skyrim is his obsession with woman. And not just any woman, the kind that doesn't have a heartbeat or a body. In fact, when you enter this cave, you will be met with Draugr and YNGVILD ghosts. When taking a closer look, you will realize that all the Draugr and ghosts are women. The reason for this can be found in Eredil's journals. I am not going to put up these journals on the video, in the fear of YouTube taking down my channel. And yes, it is that bad. Eredil is one sick freak. His favorite woman can be found next to him in the throne room. Once you kill him, you will find the bodies of the woman he killed in the room behind him. How all these things were accepted at the end of the game's development blows my mind. That is it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, why not check out these ones? You might enjoy them as well. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Cheers.